Respected, John.
The faces of rap versus the heels of rap. Female, male rapper, don't matter. Anybody can get their hands when it comes to who's the better artist. And then at the end of the bracket, we'll see like who's at the main event of WrestleMania because, you know, WWE is more of an anime. So yeah, bro. Let's get it. I will do a bit of a speed run because I was recording this like 20 minutes ago and I stepped on a wire, knocking my whole thing off and not saving any of the footage. So I'm like, okay. But I'll tell you who's gonna win. Just by what I said, basically. So I said Tizo Touchdown versus Sexy Red. So of course, both faces. You could say Sexy Red is a heel, but realistically, she's not really that bad. So I'm gonna go with Tizo Touchdown though because of the like artistry, you know, like saying the versatility, the feature game, the albums, How Could You Sleep at Night, each individual single. Bro's the GOAT already. NXT though, I think I put Tizo Touchdown in NXT and Sexy Red in NXT as well. Which is funny because of course Sexy Red has also been on NXT. And then there's a time where she was on Raw once. Sukihana versus Kanye West being both heels. Kanye West kind of being like a Hulk Hogan of the heels, you know what I mean? Take that as you will. But we're talking about 2004 to 2018 because of course like Vultures is not a college dropout, you know what I mean? I don't think Sukihana has a better discography than Kanye West regardless. So I'm gonna have to go with Kanye West. Why I'd put it on SmackDown because SmackDown is like people might show up or might not. And also it's more of like what's gonna happen next. Like it's always the night before the PLEs. Maya the Dumb versus SZA. Of course, Maya the Dumb being a developmental. And SZA I had put on SmackDown for the same reason I put Kanye West there. But this time, these are both faces. And I'm going with SZA because Maya the Dumb hasn't got control of SOS in her catalog. Megan Thee Stallion as a face. I know that there could be some bias there. Versus G Perico. Megan I had put on Raw because it's reliable. If she says she's gonna drop, she's probably gonna drop. G Perico I had wanted to put on NXT, but you guys are not streaming them on Spotify enough. So it's G Perico developmental. And due to like me trying to take each artist to WrestleMania in a hypothetical for the bracket, I think Megan Thee Stallion has to go through having the better catalog or like more to back up. Now Doechii versus Cordae. Doechii had made her main roster debut. I put her on Raw because she's more accessible, you know what I mean, like more reliable. Cordae has been sent down to NXT. However, just right now, I do believe that Lost Boy, some of the songs from A Bird's Eye View, and you know a couple of the songs as well off of Crossroads, will send Cordae further into the bracket. Now this one is a bit of a squash match, if you will. We have Bia, who I think is either on Raw or NXT. I think NXT, versus Kendra Lamar on SmackDown. Bia being a face, and Kendra Lamar being a heel. You know what I mean? Like, we met the Grahams, bro. We saw him smile. So that guy is not a face. That is John Cena right there, right now. By the way, I love that heel turn. I'm hoping it doesn't end his final lap tour. It's not 50 Cent. Retirement tour. Or like the last time is now. So I'm rocking with the heel turn. I'm no pun intended. And I'm excited to see where we go with that as well. Like the storyline, the Peacemaker versus Homelander. Homelander being an anti-hero. Of course that fits Cody Rhodes going into WrestleMania right now as well because we can't have a WrestleMania, a Road to WrestleMania without Cody Rhodes bleeding. Courtesy of The Rock. We ain't even talking about anybody from there yet. So, heel versus heel, we got Future versus Cardi B. Future, I believe I put it on Raw. Cardi B, I had also put on Raw too. I think so. Now, I think I might have put Cardi B on SmackDown. Just like a space filler, to be fair. Or like a Chelsea Green or a Meechin. So, out of these two, I would say that, obviously, the legendary Future, although he is a heel, the albums and mixtapes he put out last year is better than a lot of Cardi B's work. No bias, it is just the truth. Alright, so here we go. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be the male that's going to win. Heel versus heel, we got Nicki Minaj from, I believe I put her on SmackDown versus V's Developmental. Because wait, did I put V's on? I put V's on NXT. Alright, so V's doesn't really have the albums that Nicki Minaj has. Even though Nicki Minaj, we're going to leave it there. I am a fan of Nicki to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I appreciate her performance that she did at Wireless last year. I was there my damn self. V's should have been there. And the reason I put Nicki Minaj's heel is more to do with the diss track that she did on Megan Thee Stallion, the Bigfoot one. And then V's heel, for my petty reason, and he should have been there. Nicki Minaj does go through though. Alright, same here. I know there's a lot of people that like to listen to a lot of the underground, mix every single genre in the world up, create something new. However, if we're talking about personal taste, I'd rather listen to Latto. Even though I am going to see Paris, Texas, I would rather listen to Latto for the right now than I would choose to listen to Paris, Texas. Didn't want to see this just yet. This is a dream match. But we've got A$AP Rocky already versus Tyler, the Creator, and I know everybody watching right now can just like choose either or. Do I go personal taste or I do? Or simply who has the better catalog? But I think if we do, I believe Love Live A$AP versus Goblin. I think that Love Live A$AP is a better album there, so that's one for Rocky. Long Live A$AP versus Wolf. I think that's one for Tyler. At Long Last A$AP versus Cherry Bomb, that has to be one for Rocky. Testing versus Flower Boy, that has to be one for Tyler, so that's like a draw right now. And if we're talking about right now as well, it has to be Tyler, the Creator. We're talking about Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, to Ego, and then Call Me If You Get Lost. And Chromacopia as well. You know what I'm saying? So Tyler's at his peak right now. Yeah, honestly, it's prime because I don't think he could make a better album than Ego or Call Me If You Get Lost. Not that he's trying to either. I think he's just trying to deliver something. So I do believe that Tyler should go further on. Alright, female versus female, we got Flo Milli versus Doja Cat. Face versus face. This is another catalog kind of wipes out hits, if you will. So I'll put Flo Milli on, I think, either Raw or NXT. I'm still confused on them two. And Doja Cat on SmackDown. And of course, the person with the better catalog, this happened to be Doja Cat. Alright, this one's kind of hard. A lot of people could be very biased in between these rounds. Heel versus heel. Playboi Carti from SmackDown versus Drake from Raw. I understand that people are like, it's going to be Carti, it's got to be Carti, it's got to be Carti. But if we talk about a whole entire discography, just because he did drop For All the Dogs and then lost the beef, doesn't mean a whole lot of red is better than Take Care. 2017 to 2024. You know, Carti has had the best past few years. But if we talk about whole discography, and I think that's what I want to do. I think for the first round, I've been talking about the whole discography. We're gonna get very more specific in certain places as we go further into the bracket. So we got Playboi Carti versus Drake for right now. Whole discography, Drake, and I apologize to the people who think that they're guffs. I apologize. Bisexual Blade did not make it through. I'm also a fan of Playboi Carti my damn self. We had Playboi Carti versus Drake and A$AP Rocky versus Tyler, the Creator. We already started off with the big hitters. So we got Babyface Ray versus Lola Brooke. I think Babyface Ray right now, heel versus face at NXT versus, I might put Lola Brooke either in NXT or developmental. Whole discography, as we keep doing for this round, is what we're talking about for this round. It has to be Babyface Ray. And I think it's more to do with songs than it is to do with albums. And even on the album side, Babyface Ray is just logged in right now. For this decade, he's done nothing but just put out at least 7 out of 10 albums. Heel versus heel. I think Netspend, I put in developmental versus Ruby Rose, who I'd put in NXT. And for a lot of you, that's Jada Parker. So this is more of a toss and turn, not because of the discography, the songs are. It's more Neither one of these is someone I would listen to on a regular basis. But if we have to choose, we have to choose. And we have to choose for the right reasons. Next band is very templated. I'll say that he's definitely got that kind of rage thing that's trending right now. Everybody's saying he's the future of music. I think Future is the future of music. I think I've heard more solid songs from Ruby Rose, so of course I'm gonna go with that. Just for right now, I'm not making it too far, but maybe like we do this in 10 years and she does what Doshi's doing now. You know what I'm saying? So we got Saweetie as a heel versus Glorilla as a face. Glorilla being on Raw. Saweetie, I think, has been sent down to NXT. So out of the two, who is the better artist? Who's like got the better songs overall? I would say probably a tie. Got my type. Type in. I'd even say closer. For Glorilla, we got Yeah Glow, the 7 p.m. Friday, that one. So I think song for song they're kind of in a tie. Album wise, we gotta go with Glorilla, who's the better artist right now. Glorilla, and overall Glorilla. So I'm gonna have to go with Glorilla. And then after the first bracket with an easier one, we got Travis Scott as a heel, because obviously he's actually been turned heel in the WWE. And Playboy Max as a face, streamer, you know what I mean, chill guy, doesn't want nothing bad to happen. I put him in developmental because he's actually in developmental, with like in the rap music right now, and his mentor is like DDG. But I don't think that Playboy Max has a bad discography right now than the Travis Scott does. So of course Travis Scott. I think for this bracket, I want to go with who has the most albums, because albums are very important when you're an artist, especially if you've been over the game for like, or been in the game for like 20 years. So we go Teezo versus Kanye. Kanye West. I feel like somewhere down the line, especially nowadays, Teezo will eventually have like more albums to his name. But you know what I'm saying, College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Kissy Ghost. Yeah, he's my favorite album. One of my actual favorite albums is up there on the vinyls. But my favorite album from Kanye, The Life of Pablo. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about albums, Kanye's got it. Another easy one when we talk about albums, we talk about SZA winning against Megan Thee Stallion. Cordae as a face versus Kendrick Lamar as a heel. Insane. Easy though. We're talking about Kendrick Lamar beating Cordae. The Lost Boy might be the only solid album from, or like Lost Boy Crossroads. That might be the only two that Cordae does have to his name. When we talk about albums, but Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Good Kid, Mad City, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, JNX, so on and so forth. Future versus Nicki Minaj. Has to be Future. I understand that it might be biased, but Nicki Minaj doesn't really have a solid album like that. Maybe like the Pink Print. But Future, he has We Don't Trust You. He has Future self-titled, I Never Liked You. Even like a Hendrix. Hendrix more with like the songs that it has like My Collection or Coming Out Strong. You know what I mean? Wherever Solo is, I think Solo, not Sokoa, but Solo. You know what I mean? Lotto versus Tyler the Creator. Heel versus face. If Lotto was to win, I'd be interested in the artist that Lotto actually is. Okay? Because to beat a Call Me If You Get Lost, Flower Boy, Igor, Chromacopia, Wolf, you have to be some type of artist, man, and you're probably like a top 5 female rapper. I'm probably a top 5 rapper, bro. Tyler the Creator moving on to the next round, and possibly even further than that. Doja Cat as a face versus Drake as a heel. Of course, Drake has better albums than Doja Cat. That meaning he's got like Take Views, Nothing Was the Same. Oh yeah, if you're reading this, it's too late. Drake has it, bro. That's why he was a worthy competitor of whatever the hell Kendrick was trying to do to him. Babyface Ray is a heel versus Ruby Rose is a heel. I do believe Babyface Ray, of course, has better albums than Ruby Rose. Glorilla as a face versus Travis Scott as a heel. We're talking about Travis Scott has better albums right now than Glorilla does. Rodeo, Astroworld, Utopia. Alright, so no deluxe is included. This bracket right now is who had the best album most recently. Like, whose most recent album is the best. Meaning that would be SOS versus Vultures 2. We would have to say that SOS is a better album than Vultures 2. Because of, like, the lack of effort that's being put into a Ye album nowadays. Like, if it was the actual self-titled Ye, you know what I mean? But because it was Vultures 2, it's unfortunate, man. So we got SZA, SOS. I don't even know how long we're going to take it, bro. Two heels right now. We have Kendrick Lamar versus Future. It is GNX versus We Don't Trust You. For me, We Don't Trust You was more honorable mention. Having like some insane songs on there. You know, type shit like that. Cinderella. We Don't Trust You. Yo Metro. Kendrick Lamar with GNX. That was my album of the year last year, so Kendrick Lamar, of course. Alright, so this one is kind of like, they're really trying to make me get rid of Tyler, the Creator. So it's Tyler versus Drake. Meaning for Tyler we have Chromacopia. Versus for Drake we have some Sexy Songs for You. Specifically. Of course Chromacopia is a better album, and is it Keisha? Is it Becky? So for Babyface Ray, I forget the album title, but I know like what type of songs that are on it. We got Shy Kid. But with it being that Forgettable versus Utopia. Alright, this is a good Final Four, by the way. This is an incredible Final Four. We have SZA versus Kendrick Lamar. And Tyler, the Creator versus Travis Scott. And possibly we know where this is going. So because we're so closed in right now, like everybody is the artist that they should be. Let's talk about the artist overall, who generally just has the best workout. SZA versus Kendrick Lamar. Both attended the Super Bowl. Both performed Super Bowl at the halftime show this year. It's insane to see that these two would have a feud like this. And obviously Kendrick Lamar being a heel, I assume that he initiated it. Probably due to a SZA roll-up pin. Alright, I'll be honest. Best for the hits, we'll talk about SZA. Best for albums, we're talking Kendrick Lamar. Best interviews, SZA. And then best performances, we talk about like TV show, like the SNL late night shows. It has to be Kendrick Lamar, but and the Grammys and stuff like that. Concert, SZA. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Kendrick Lamar. More to do with like, we have more from Kendrick right now than we do with SZA. You know, there's like a long hiatus between the two, but Kendrick had like Damn, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City. Where SZA only really had Control. I believe that the album might be called Z. But that's not what Kendrick gave us, man. Kendrick kind of was already there. So I believe that Kendrick should go Forever On for this reason. Tyler, the Creator versus Travis Scott. The best hits have to go to Travis Scott. Albums, Tyler, the Creator. The best interviews, Tyler, the Creator. The best performances, Tyler, the Creator. And just to get this off my chest, if you're confused on why Travis Scott is there in the background of Cena turning heel, it's because Travis represents, we're not just big in the company, we're all over the world. That's what that is. That's what they're trying to tell you in this day and age of 2025. Have a keep up or get gone. Bye. So I'll go with Tyler, the Creator, of course. Tyler, the Creator. Motherfucker, the moon. This is our WrestleMania match. Wow, man. We got Kendrick Lamar as a heel versus Tyler, the Creator, as a face. I know a lot of your minds have already made up. But you have to understand. I got Flower Boy, Eagle, Call Me If You Get Lost all on vinyl. And I only really have To Pimp a Butterfly. So do I do like personal bias? Because if I did, probably Tyler, the Creator. But if we want to talk about it like this, I believe for what really happened most recently, like with each artist. The winner of the main event of this hypothetical rapper WrestleMania. So Kendrick Lamar it is. I think that's fair enough. I'm happy with what happened. Kendrick Lamar being a winner. I'm being Colin. You being whoever the hell you are. That's like, comment, subscribe. Vrr. Out.